Imagine standing on the battlefield, the air thick with smoke, the clash of steel echoing in your ears, and in that chaos, you watch your brother fall. Not to the enemy's blade alone, but to the weight of destiny itself. This was the night Selahaddin's heart shattered. The night Rakif, the unbreakable warrior, lost the war not against the Crusaders, but against fate. They called him the Lion of the Front Lines. Rakif, the kind of warrior whose very presence could change the tide of battle. When he raised his sword, men who were trembling with fear suddenly found courage. Wherever his blade struck, hope followed. But courage alone does not always guarantee victory. That night, the Crusaders came like a tidal wave of iron. Their swords and shields glistened in the moonlight as they tore through Selahaddin's ranks. Arrows rained from above, striking down the brave one by one. Rakif fought like a man possessed. His blade cut through armor, his shield absorbed blow after blow, until destiny itself seemed to turn against him. His sword snapped, his shield shattered, and the roar of a lion fell silent. When Rakif's body hit the ground, time itself seemed to stop. The battlefield grew cold, and for the first time, Selahaddin's men felt something more dangerous than any enemy. They felt fear. But here is where true leaders are forged, not in the roar of victory, but in the silence of loss. Selahaddin walked among the wounded and the dead that night. He looked upon Rakif's lifeless form, and in that moment he carried a storm that no one else could see. To his soldiers, he was still the lion of faith, the unshakable commander. But inside, he bore a wound deeper than any sword could carve, because true victory demands a price no crown can bear. And Rakif's sacrifice became Selahaddin's greatest burden. But while Selahaddin mourned in the deserts of the Middle East, while he carried the weight of Rakif's death in his heart, far away, in the wind-swept steppes of Asia, another storm was rising. From the frozen rivers and endless grasslands of Mongolia, a man named Temujin rose from nothing. The world would come to know him as Genghis Khan. Where Selahaddin fought for Jerusalem, the sacred heart of three faiths, Genghis Khan fought for an empire without borders. One carried the Quran in his heart, the other carried vengeance in his blood. Selahaddin's strength was faith, justice, and unity. Genghis Khan's strength was speed, strategy, and fear. His cavalry struck like thunderbolts, moving faster than the wind, conquering cities before their walls even realized an enemy was near. Two men, two storms, one guided by the light of faith, the other driven by the fire of conquest, both destined to shape the same century and carve their names into eternity. But here lies the hidden truth of history. It rarely remembers the names of the loyal. Rakif's name may not appear in grand chronicles or dusty books, but his sacrifice lived on in every step Selahaddin took. Every leader carries an unspoken truth. Their victories are built upon the graves of the faithful. Selahaddin knew this well, and it was Rakif's memory, his unyielding courage, that became invisible armor for the Sultan of Islam. Rakif may have fallen, but in that fall, he lit the fire that would guide Selahaddin to liberate Jerusalem. It was not just a battle lost, it was a destiny shaped. Rakif lost his life, but Selahaddin never lost his faith. And that faith carried him to victory, carving his name among the immortals of history. But I ask you, dear listener, whose destiny was heavier? The conqueror who ruled the world with terror, or the leader who ruled hearts with faith? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. Let the debate of history live on through you. And if Rakif's sacrifice touched your heart, honor it by pressing the like button right now. Subscribe so you never miss the next untold story of history's greatest warriors. And share this video so that Rakif's name, though forgotten by books, lives forever in the hearts of those who hear his story. This is only the beginning. Stay with us for the next chapter in the saga of Selahaddin, the Lion of Islam.